Top of the morning to you laddies, my name is Jacksepticeye and I am back from America. If you didn't know, I was over in Indianapolis, in Indiana. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of ins. I was over there for the last 5 days. Well, it was like a 3-day event, but I was there for 5 days because traveling back and forth, you lose a lot of time being from Ireland. Damn world spinning in weird directions. What's with the time zones, huh? But I was over there for Indypopcon with Mark, Bob and Wade, and it was, I know I said this when I came back from PAX East, but best weekend ever. Seriously, this was so cool. I've never experienced anything like that before in my life. So the reason I went to Indianapolis, or the reason I went to Indypopcon, I should say, was I saw Wade talking about it before on Twitter, and I was like, oh cool, Indypopcon. Yeah, that'll be a nice, like, cool, small event where I get to go and meet some people and hang out with Mark, Bob and Wade a lot more than I did at PAX East. Because it's a smaller event, not many people know about it, not many people go to it, and I didn't want to wait until PAX Prime to go meet them again. Nope, that didn't happen. Apparently we were the biggest attraction at Indypopcon, and there was a lot of people there. When we were doing the panel, there was like 3,000 people watching us. They had like 2,500 seats laid out, and then there was a big ring of people all the way around sitting down watching us, and that was mind-blowing. I've never seen that many people before, like right there looking at me in my life. It was such a cool experience, and it was the first panel that I ever did, and I was so grateful for everybody that was there. Not only the organisers for like letting me get up and do that kind of thing, but for Mark, Bob and Wade as well, and Tyler was there too, I should say. Tyler, really cool guy, I was really happy to meet him. But like we were all up on stage, and I was really grateful that they allowed me to like hop on board, because originally it was their panel and I was going to have another one afterwards, but I thought it'd be more fun if we all got up and did one together. Thank you so much to anybody who came out to Indypopcon to see us. There was a way bigger turnout than any of us ever expected. Not only us, like we knew some people were going to show up and like come see us because we had seen it on Twitter and Tumblr and like in the YouTube comments and that kind of thing, people being excited to come see us. But good lord, did a lot of you guys show up. Even the event organisers, they sold the tickets and they had no idea this many people were going to show up. Me and Bob went over to the convention at first, and as soon as we walked in the door, the very minute we walked in the front door, people came up and talked to us, which was amazing. And then we formed a queue of like 500 people that were all there. So we just stopped for a little while and we signed stuff, and then Bob had to go because he wanted to go get breakfast with Mandy, because he didn't plan to like stay around the convention. It was just to go over and see what was going on and then go back for after like a half hour. So we were there for a while, he left, I was there for another like hour signing stuff from people, and it was so nice to meet so many. I was mind blown to see how many people still wanted to stay just to get stuff signed by just me. That completely blew my mind. I was so happy, and I met so many cool people and so many excited people who were there. It was awesome because I was super pumped to be there. I was like, you know me, I'm always like a little ball of energy, and I'm always so happy to be at these events, and I'm like a little fanboy in the middle of everybody. It was so cool to see everybody else so excited about it too. And then we went back and I brought back Mark, Bob and Wade. We all came back together. I brought them back. Like I'm so important that I was the one who brought them over. Yeah. Good wording, Jack. So we went over to a signing. We went over to a designated area for signing, and there was a ton of people there already. There were hundreds of people there already waiting. So we signed for 7 hours straight. No breaks, no food, no toilet breaks. We just had like water at the tables, and we stood there and we signed for 7 hours straight. For anybody who wanted to come up and meet us, we even had to cap off the line. And then the next morning we came back and we signed again for 5 hours in the morning. And then we went off, we did our panel, which was an hour and a half. And then we signed for another 3 hours after that. And then the next day we signed for another 5 hours. I don't know. I think we calculated that we were signing for like 20 hours over the whole weekend. No breaks, no food, no nothing, because we were so happy to be there and meet all the people. Like, as Mark, Bob and Wade and Tyler would say, like, we want to be there. We want to stay there and sign for that amount of time. We wish we could sign longer. There were so many people that got turned away from our signing events, and it broke our hearts to see that. Because, like, we were talking about it afterwards, that we really wanted to get through everybody. And it was a big double-edged sword as well, because there was a lot of people there that wanted to meet us, and we wanted to meet every single person that we could, but we had to speed it up due to the time limits of the actual convention, which meant that the people who did get to meet us, we felt like we were rushing them along, and that was horrible, because we're like, oh, hi, nice to meet you, you doing good? Sign, picture, bye! And that's not how a sign-in should go, but due to the time constraints from what we had, that's all we could do. And we felt so bad about it. I'm so sorry for anybody who came and didn't even get to see us or didn't get to meet us or the line was capped off. Like, a lot of you probably expected that the event was going to be really small like we did. And then it was just completely nuts. It was bonkers. Nobody expected this. There was like barriers were broken down from people trying to get up and get pictures and all this kind of stuff. So I'm so sorry if you came and you couldn't even meet us, or like you were at the back and the line was just cut off. I saw some person say the line cut off at 300 and they were 301 and 302. And I felt so bad. I really wish we could have met more people. I even said, like, can I go down into the crowd and like high five people as we were leaving? Or go down and like just sign stuff really fast. Like go through the line really quick. Sign stuff, picture, sign stuff, picture, sign stuff, picture. It wouldn't have been like as intimate as I wanted it to be, but I really wanted to get down and meet every single person. But the people said we couldn't do that because we get mobbed, more people would show up. And we had a problem with people coming into the line multiple times, which is unfair to the people who couldn't even get in once. So, I don't know, it was a bit of a mess at times, but we really tried our best to meet every single person who was there. Also, thank you guys so much for the gifts. Good God! Everybody that like came up had something to give me. We got 2 cakes at the panel. There was like a cake with Tiny Box Tim and Septiceye Sam on it. And then there was another cake shaped like a Septiceye. Oh my God, it was so cool. Thank you guys so much. Somebody made like, you know, like the pop vinyl figures. I had one here. But those little tiny like bobblehead figures, somebody got one, not the bobblehead versions, but they like made me and Mark out of them. And there's a picture up on Tumblr of like us holding them with the person who made them. So thank you for that. I got so many gifts and I don't deserve half of them. I have to get them all shipped to me, by the way. I wish I had them all here. I wish I could go through them one by one. When they are shipped to me and I do get them, I will do a video showing them off, like a mail time kind of video, because I really, really want to. And I want to show how much I really do appreciate the things that everybody gave me, because I got so many gifts. It felt like Christmas, birthday. I got a big box full of ping pong balls. I love balls! It was so cool. I don't deserve any of this. Like half the praise I was getting, I don't deserve any of it. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. You made me so happy. My cheeks hurt from smiling all weekend. The other guys were like, oh man, I'm so tired at the end of the day. And I was sitting here all jazzed and pumped and ready to go for more. I could have signed for 20 more hours all weekend. It was so much fun. You can tell my voice is kind of gone as well, because like we'd be in the signing and people in the crowd were saying stuff and I'd just be screaming like, do it! to everybody in the crowd, or screaming my outro or my intro or lots of different things. I had a blast. I've never had so much fun in my life, and we got to hang out with like Mark, Bob, Wade, Tyler, Molly, Mandy, MSRK, Crank, Gameplays, Day and Ellie, I think those were the names. I hope I didn't get them wrong. They were with Tyler. We got to hang out with them at like Dave and Buster's, which I'd never been to before, me being all Irish and pasty white skin Irish boy. But we went there, which was like a cool arcade and bar, and it was fucking awesome. I think Mark might be uploading like the 4-way air hockey thing that we did. I don't know. I'm recording this like as I got back, so I don't know. He might have uploaded it by now by the time this goes up, because this isn't going up till tomorrow. But if he did, hopefully people were recording it there. I really hope he did, because that was so much fun. I laughed my ass off. My ribs hurt after that. Mark did hit the air hockey puck and it hit Mandy in the fucking shoulder like a goober. Oh man, such a good weekend. I'm so happy. Oh, and also, before I forget, it was Mark's birthday over the weekend as well. So, happy birthday to Mark. Congrats to him. He's actually 42 now. I know, he doesn't look it. Also, it was Bob and Mandy's first year wedding anniversary. They've been married for 1 whole year. The 2 of them landed on the same day. So I hope they had a really good time. I know being at a convention is probably not ideal for something like that sometimes when you're so super busy, but we all went out for dinner and everything, and I just really hope they had a good time and that they enjoyed themselves. I had such a blast being there on that day with them, so I hope they had a good time as well. But before I end the vlog, I wanted to say thank you to Indypopcon themselves. They were very, very nice to us. They treated us very well. They helped us get around very quickly. Like when I got to the airport, there was somebody to pick me up and bring me to my hotel and everything. They treated us very, very nicely. It was a very cool event. And thank you to like Mark, Bob, Wade, Tyler. Those guys are just the best. They're so much fucking fun to hang out with. I had such a blast all weekend. Mandy and Molly were there too. I don't know, it felt so good to just hang out with friends and have such a good time, and I had the time of my life over the whole weekend. And those guys were very, very Like, as always, they're just very, very nice people to hang out with, just to talk to. They're very chill, they're very laid back, they're very cool. And they feel like really good friends by now. And I hope they see me as a really good friend too, because I love those guys to death. They're so cool and so much fun to hang out with. It was only my second time meeting them as well, and it felt like I've known them for years. It was my first time meeting Tyler, such a cool guy. I was really happy that he came and I got to meet him. More importantly, thank you to all of you guys who showed up. I don't have words to express how cool it was to be there and to see that kind of stuff. And to have, like, some people came up and said they came, two, like, little boys said they came from the Bahamas to see me. That's nuts. Like, shut up, phone, there's a moment. I still don't understand any of this. I don't get why people, like, I'm super grateful that people enjoy what I do and what the rest of us do, and they were all there to see us and have fun. But part of me is still like, why? Why is this happening? Like, to see 3,000 people sitting in a room just listening to us talk crap, listen to us be stupid for an hour and a half. It's the best feeling in the world, and I could not be more grateful, and it's all because of you guys. I would not be here if you guys didn't watch any of my content. Like, I had a really surreal moment at one point, and they kept coming in spurts, and people keep posting pictures saying, Jack looked really tired and bored. It was like times when I'd sign stuff, and then I'd be like, I'd zone out, because I was thinking, good lord, this is completely different than 2 years ago when I was sitting in my log cabin recording shitty videos for people on the internet. Like, to see how far it's come and what you guys have done for me and where I was at that moment. It was like such an out of body experience, just like looking at myself in front of all these people. I don't know, it's hard to put into words. I can't quantify the scale of everything that's been happening, and I cannot express how grateful I am. You guys are the best. I love you guys to death. And I would do anything to just make you guys proud, to make you guys smile. And I really hope I can do you proud every single day. I'm having the time of my life. But anyway, enough rambling. I don't like vlogs to go on too long, so I might chop this down a small bit. Time for an outro. And I did this at the panel. We all did our outros. And everybody in the hall, well, I'm sure not every single person, but there was so many people like shouting the intro or the outro back at me. There's actually videos of it online. It blew my mind. Like, it's so surreal to see or to hear so many people say something so, like, you do every day, to hear them shout it back at you, and like, it just meant so much to me, so thank you. But let's all say it together right now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, punch the like button in the face like a boss, and hi guys all around. Whoosh, whoosh. But thank you guys, and I will see all you dudes. That's for you! Are you guys ready to be able to shit? I mean, I don't really feel the need to right now. Maybe later? I catch you later. Why are you so loud? What is it with you? Calm down. Tell me to calm down and be quiet. Oh man, my voice is completely gone, but I do not give a shit. I'm so happy.